All right, I think I'm going to stand because I can't stay still that long. But I just want to say what a great school that we have where we can have this forum where you guys can listen to stories that you can identify with. I think it's so beautiful that we have this chance. We've got a terrific group of students. You guys are amazing. You guys give me inspiration every single day with your energy and enthusiasm, and you're doing great things in the community, not just for yourself, but for other people. We've got a tremendous worship staff that comes up here every day and praises the Lord. It's amazing. And these speakers today, oh my goodness, something is going on in here today. I had no clue what they were going to say today, but they're going to be the precursor to what I say. So Courtney, David, and Mrs. Ekstrand, great job for your testimony. We appreciate that. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but my relationship with God has changed over the years. So sometimes I'm all in on God, other times I'm kind of out. And especially when I was your age, I used to go to church every single weekend, and my mom was singing in the choir, so I could sit in the back of the church. While the praise and worship was going on, I was nodding off, just like some of you today. But I'm here to wake you up. I didn't understand that there was things that God had planned, and they were out of my control. We all want to control everything. Some of us, we want to get straight A's. If we get a B- or a B+, that ends our month. Some of us, we post on social media and we want affirmation from people that we don't even know. We've never even met. We're trying to be affirmed by somebody we don't even know. Some of us, it's the way we dress, the way we carry ourselves. We're putting on this image that's not really true. For some of us, it's wealth. All of that stuff I'm here to tell you doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. If one of your parents were to get sick or ill, something were to happen to your best friend, anything that happens in life, that's what really actually matters. None of that other stuff matters. And what's great is they all have a perspective, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. Your perspective changes what your reality is. Let me say that again. Your perspective changes your reality. If your perspective is negative, your reality is negative, and everything around you is going to be negative. Oh, and by the way, the people that you hang out with can change your perspective. So if you're around negative people, you're going to think negatively. There was something that transformed me specifically during Spiritual Emphasis Week. I was sitting up there with my class. Diane Clemens puts a video up of an artist. This artist was special. They started throwing paint up on the wall. Everybody's looking at like, what's going on here? Well, you need to change the perspective. At the end of it, the artist flips the picture, and what do we see? We see a beautiful portrait of Jesus, an amazing creation. The artist flipped the perspective on us. And that's what you got to do as well in your life. Flip the perspective. I'm going to tell you about a situation in my life, and I've got hundreds of situations like this, not just one, just like all of them. We all have stuff. Just like that mess of artwork that you saw when it was flipped right side up, and they flip it around and you see the difference. That's what you need to see today. You see, we all have parents. Everybody has a mom and a dad. My mom's sitting right here. My dad, however, is not. You see, there's three types of parents that you're going to have. Ones that are there every day through the thick and thin, just like my mom. There's going to be parents that go in and out, where they're there sometimes and then they're not. Or you're going to have parents that don't show up at all. My dad was all three. I saw him for the first 8 years of my life. After that, I saw him intermittently, here and there. Would go visit, he'd come by. And then the last 15 years, 20 years of my life, I haven't seen him much at all. I've seen him about this many times. So what is my perspective on that? Now, the people that you keep around you, remember, are the ones that help shape your perspective. Luckily, my mom was a Christian woman because she said this. She said, your dad loves you. He cares for you. He was there for you for those first 8 years. He just can't be there with you now because of what he went through in his life. I didn't know. He was abused, thrown out of his home at 8 years old. Oh, 8 years old. It's the same time he left me. Now, we move forward. So now I got that perspective. She shaped my perspective. I was missing something. It was my birthday last Friday. And I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about or what God wanted me to talk about because I didn't want to talk about this. Definitely not. I get a call from my dad last Friday before my third period class. I almost didn't pick it up. Somebody told me, Jesus told me, you better answer that call. I haven't talked to this man in 2 years. He's calling me now. He hasn't even seen his grandson. Doesn't even know he's about to have a granddaughter in March. And he wants to call me? I was missing something. So I talked to him. He said, hey, son, happy birthday. I just want to wish you well. Hope everything's going on with your family after we do all that. I said, there's something on my mind because I got to talk in front of the school next week, but I'm missing a perspective. The perspective is yours. Where were you at? What is your perspective? He was quiet. When he picked the phone back up, he said, I was embarrassed, son. As a man, you have to be able to provide for your family. I couldn't provide for you. When he split up with my mom, I was homeless at times. I didn't want you to see me like that. And he said something very important, because remember what the important things are. He said, what was important is just being there for you, because you didn't need all that. Wow. I got goosebumps right now just talking about it. And I got the full perspective of what God wanted me to know during that whole process. Because I got a son, he's almost 2 years old. He looks just like me. I call him Lil Daddy. Everybody calls him Lil Daddy. And the reason is I had to learn that so he doesn't have to go through the same thing. He will never, ever, ever have a day on this earth that I am not present in his life. That is what the whole perspective of God had. And because she shaped the perspective, it allowed me to understand and look differently at the situation, because most people will be like, forget that dude. He wasn't here. He doesn't deserve to be here. Yes, he does, because he had pain. He had hurt. What you need to understand is you can't control everything that happens in your life, but you can control your perspective. I'm going to give you 3 things to help you change your perspective. 1 is get up. When my son falls down, I look at him, I say, get up. If he needs help, I'm going to help him. But he's got to take those first steps, but God will lead you the rest of the way. So get up. Number 2, give up. Give up, not give up. I can't do it. Yes, you can. You have the strength to do it, and God will help you through it. Give it to God and allow him to maneuver in your life the way it's supposed to be. And then the last one is live up. You don't have to live up to the expectations that this world has on you. You have to live up to the expectations that God has for you. And if you do those 3 things, get up. What's the next one? Give up. Give it to God. What's the last one? And live it up. Live it your best life. That's my time, and I thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Beyond the Buckets podcast. Please remember to subscribe, rate, and share the show with your friends. And until next time, take care.